All right, what are we today's topic? Speaking of Twitter, social media, Elon Musk. Today's topic, we're going to be using social media. The topic's using social media to grow your brokerage. This falls under the heading of marketing. Marketing your business. And marketing your business is something you've got to pay attention to. It's just, as a freight broker, I've seen trucking companies fall into this trap. They get so caught up in the day-to-day operation of their business that they forget all about marketing. And you don't have to spend a lot of money for marketing. Matter of fact, a lot of it can be free on YouTube. We've got I think more than one video up about marketing. Matter of fact, I think we did a series a while back. You can go look up on marketing your business, marketing your brokerage, social media. Now, we did talk about marketing, social media, Facebook and such. But let's keep it simple. A lot of you may not like Facebook. I know I don't. And the reason I don't, is just simply because I'm old. No, I've never been a fan because it's obvious what they're doing. They're collecting your information and selling it. And I'm not a big Mark Zuckerberg fan at all. I respect him for what he's done, but just not a fan of the platform. Now, the wife, she's not a fan of it either, but she's on it for games and such like that. I know she was big on Farmville. And that never made any sense to me, but some of you may know what that's all about. Anyway, my name is Mike. I'm the lead consultant at Taltoa. Check out Taltoa, TALTOA.com. We are a transportation and logistics training and consulting firm, as you probably already know. We have packages available for those entering the industry. Maybe as a freight broker agent, we provide placement, mentorship, consulting for freight brokerages. We got packages if you're planning on starting a freight brokerage within the next few months. We got packages just for you. That includes our standard 12-month consulting period for a broker. Self-study, if you are one of those that, just want to learn on your own, you can do that. But also keep in mind that our packages that include live training, you also have the option of on-demand training. But anyway, check it out. Taltoa.com, TALTOA.com. Any questions about any of our packages, call me. 479-668-0838. Now, Twitter, Facebook if you use it, whatever you're using. I know there's Instagram, there's thousands more. You're waiting for me to say MySpace, aren't you? Is that even still around? Is that even a thing anymore? I don't know. Every once in a while I see something about MySpace pop up. But as a freight broker, you want people, preferably potential customers or vendors. And when I say vendors, if you're a freight broker, obviously I'm talking about trucking companies because they are a vendor to you. They are providing a service and you're paying them for that service. And the service they are providing is moving your loads from point A to point B. Hey, if you're a trucking company too, maybe you're an owner-operator. I know you're posting your truck on the load board, or you should be. And you might even think about posting it early. If you know you're going to be in Atlanta tomorrow, it might be a good idea to post it today as available for tomorrow. But on the flip side of that coin too, you can tweet your availability using your Twitter account. Now, when these accounts come up and you're using it for business, and brokers are going to be doing the same thing. You got a load come up, you build a Twitter following, you go back to the marketing videos that we put up here a while back. Watch those, but when it comes to your social media, any of your marketing material, social media especially, because it's so easy to start doing personal stuff on there, that your business account is not the place to take pictures of what you had for dinner or the buffet at Flying J or whatever. That's not the place for it. Do that on your personal account. Your business account needs to be 100% all business. If you start building a following on your business account, be it Twitter, Facebook, whatever it might be, and you start posting personal stuff, people are gonna dive off your bandwagon real quick. They don't have time for that. But if you're posting relevant information, and when it comes to a broker, your whole ultimate goal should be to build a carrier or dispatcher or even owner-operator driver following on your Twitter account. So that way you can post your available loads, the good loads. We're not going to post a load, that just barely makes a dent in anything, but I'm talking about the loads that can build your reputation as a broker that has good loads. Because I don't care what broker it is. It can be the biggest broker in the world, and we'll talk about that in a moment, because we've got the list. The top 10 brokers as selected by Transport Topics digital magazine. I don't know, that may be print too, but you don't find many of those anymore. But you're wanting to build your business. That's the bottom line. You're wanting to build that reputation. And when people start seeing your loads pop up on Twitter and they're following you and they see, the good destinations, obviously you don't want to post the rate. You don't want to even post the commodity. A couple of reasons for that. One, you want the carrier to call you because that's how you sell the load. You're in training when I'm working with clients, I'm always telling them, hey, the load board is just the advertising part of that load. The load board is there to entice the trucking company to pick up the phone and call you, so you have the opportunity to sell them the load. If they see what you're already paying, they see what it is, they have no reason to call you. And as a matter of fact, you post the commodity, there's a real good chance the trucking company or maybe even another broker can find your customer and find that load and deal with the customer direct. We don't want that to happen, do we? Now, when they call you, obviously you've got to tell them the rate and the information, but at least now you have the opportunity to negotiate, to sell. And we have videos on YouTube now talking about selling. Matter of fact, we put up a video the other day, the basics of making a sales call. You can go back to a couple of years ago, I believe we have a video up, really making it real simple on how you make a sales call. These people that get out there and talk about making these long-winded sales calls, I mean, you can if you want. That might work on a few people. But it's been my experience that people in shipping, they don't have time for a 15, 20-minute sales call on the phone. They've got other things to do, so why make it difficult on them? See what I mean? Make it easy. But anyway, that's what you can do with your social media. You've got a website. You want to put it on your website. Links to your social media. If you got a newsletter, which you should have, you want to have it in there so people can stay in your loop. So they see you've got a Facebook page or a Twitter page or whatever. They can they can follow you. They can subscribe to your feed. Now, one thing sometimes I notice when it comes to Facebook is, for whatever reason, some people believe that Facebook is a good option for a website, and it's not. It is not. I've seen some places where they have a website, but the website is not linked to anything except their Facebook page. You click www.thatfreightbroker.com, and instead of going to that freight broker's website, it automatically goes to their Facebook page. That's probably not best thing you could be doing. You need to have your own website. You need to have a website. Clients of Tautoa, they have the option of adding a website for, they have the option of a package that has it built in. That'd be the Freight Broker Plus package. But it's a standard 5-page website, your domain, www.yourwebsite.com, and hosting for the first year. Now, you may be going, well, what's all that about? Well, your domain is the address. The hosting is your actual home, if you want to compare it to a house. The address it points to your website, and your website's on a server, so when anybody pulls up your website, there it is, types in the address. But anyway, you've got links in there that have links to your Twitter feed, or maybe even your Facebook page if you have one. I had somebody ask me about LinkedIn the other day. I have no opinion about that at all. If it can help, it can't hurt. You see what I mean? Because you're getting your name out there. And another thing, if you got a website, when you set up your Twitter or your Facebook, you want to have your web address on that page where your Twitter account is, or your Facebook page or whatever, that points back to your website, because those links help your website climb in results of a search engine. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But the main thing is tweet. Tweet your loads. A driver delivers a load, they did a good job, pat them on the back. Hey, shout out to Bob, delivered that load in L.A. Great job, we appreciate it. That's going to go a long way. If that driver sees that, it's going to go a long way. Matter of fact, you should tell the driver, hey man, we're tweeting a compliment to you. Check it out on our Twitter page. Give it to him. See what I mean? The company driver today could very well be the owner-operator of tomorrow with their own authority. And if they had a good experience with your brokerage, well, they're going to be wanting to use you in the future. See what I mean? Anyway, social media. Elon Musk brought that up today. I'm purchasing Twitter, and that's going back to Twitter. But marketing, you don't have to spend a lot of money. And it don't take that long. A couple of minutes a day, a few minutes a week, whatever. Just spend a bit of time on your marketing. And again, check out our YouTube videos for marketing your transportation company.